Little Bird by MamaT. This is Little Bird. Little Bird, it's time now for Little Bird to fly now. Slowly out he tries now. Then oops! Down, down he goes now. Little Bird tries hard now. Flap goes his wings up and down now. Little Bird can fly now. The end of our story. Goodbye now. Wasn't that wonderful to see Little Bird learn how to fly? I'm MamaT. Will you come back and listen to another one? Goodbye. Under the Bubblegum Moon by MamaT. This book is dedicated to all those who love bubblegum. A child is born under the bubblegum moon. He is growing strong under the bubblegum moon. He is growing wise under the bubblegum moon. He is learning new things under the bubblegum moon. He learns life is full of new reflections to see under the bubblegum moon, and of new beginnings under the bubblegum moon. Wasn't that a neat story? A moon full of bubblegum. Will you come back and listen to another one? I'm MamaT. Goodbye. My Cat is Fat by MamaT. Here, kitty, kitty. My cat is fat. I have a very fat cat. I will call Dr. Pat. Ring, ring. Hello, this is Dr. Pat. Hello, Dr. Pat. My cat is fat. Is she very fat? Yes, very, very fat. Bring in your cat. Here, kitty, kitty. Hello, Dr. Pat. Here is my cat. Wow, she is very fat. I wonder why. I will x-ray her inside. Please come. Come and see why you have a very fat cat. Imagine that. Oh my goodness, now we know why she had a very fat cat. Will you come back and hear another story? I would love that. I'm MamaT. Bye. Happy new birthday, Christopher, by MamaT. This is Christopher. Christopher is a caterpillar. Hi, Christopher. And this is a cocoon. Christopher made it. Now Christopher is inside his cocoon and ready to change. While he's been sleeping inside his cocoon, something wonderful has been happening to Christopher. Can you guess what it is? Now he is awake and ready to come out of his cocoon. That's it! Surprise! Christopher is a butterfly! Happy new birthday, Christopher! Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? To see Christopher's birthday? I'm Mama T. Will you come and listen to another story with me? I would like that. Goodbye. Terry's Yellow Lunchbox by Mama T.
Hi, I'm Terry. This is my lunchbox. My lunchbox is yellow. It is like the flowers that grow in early springtime, only shinier. Inside my lunchbox, I have a sandwich, some animal cookies, some crunchy carrots, and some juice. I put my lunchbox on my head and I can walk real slowly. Mom says that's not a good idea because it might fall and break. I just wanted to show you. I love my lunchbox. Can you guess why? Because Mom always leaves me a note inside on a napkin saying how much she loves me, and that makes me happy. Oops, I gotta go now. Here comes the bus. It's yellow too.
If I Were an Only Child by Mama T. Oops. If I were an only child, I wouldn't have to clean this old shoe. Or have so many sisters and brothers I don't know what to do. Or duck and dodge to get out of the way of balls and ropes and things of play. Or be called Billy Bob or Bobby Sue. Or losing my plate before it was through. If I were an only child, what would I do? I wouldn't live in this old shoe. The end. Oh my goodness, wasn't that a neat twist on words? Will you come back and listen to another one? I'm Mama T. Bye-bye. Little Bird Returns Home by Mama T. This is Little Bird. Little Bird is grown now. Oh, he is not alone now. Hi, little blue bird. Little bird's in love now. He will build a nest. He gathers sticks and hay now, then weaves them together so carefully now. Little bird is finished. Welcome home, little birds. Oh my goodness! Wasn't that exciting to see little Bluebird? I wonder what happens next. Will you come and see? I'm Mama T. Bye-bye. Hi, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, Mama T. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Try, sir. Who, sir? Are you, sir? Me, sir? Yes, sir. No, sir. Why, sir? Too high, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. You, sir. Me, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Why, sir? Oh, could we talk about this tomorrow, sir? Of course, sir. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Oh my goodness, they are the politest, but I would have said no to. It's too high. Would you come back and listen to another story? I would love that. I'm Mama T. Bye-bye. Mama T, a time to create. Let's get out a sheet of paper. This drawing is called Contemplation. How do you feel when you see this drawing? What type of mood is she in? How does it feel in black and white? This drawing requires deep thought. What do you see when the drawing is turned around? Back to the original. Now, you give it a try on your paper. Wow, boys and girls, contemplation. That is amazing. I think that you should look at it again and again if you have to, and reach inside of your heart. And you draw, you create. Would you do that? Mama T, a time to create. Bye-bye. Rudy McTootie, written and illustrated by Sultana Jones. This book is dedicated to my own little snooty, Anna Leah. This little girl's name is Rudy McTootie. Yes, she's a McTootie from the top of her hair down to the pretty pink clothes that she wears. When Rudy McTootie gets dressed for the day and opens her closet to find clothes for play, this sweet little snooty never has to think of what to wear because everything's pink. Yes, there's no mistaking. You have heard me completely right. Everything in her closet, everything that's in sight was pink in the morning and pink in the night. Miss Rudy McTootie, with her true pink obsession, wanted everything and anything in her true pink collection. So, Miss Rudy McTootie, with her purse in her hand, would call for the driver with a shopping spree planned. With a point of her finger, every pink that she'd see, she would simply say, "Driver, stop. Buy that for me." Well, this snooty McTootie didn't know for sure that the road on Tater would have a detour. She was driving down Tater Street headed for King's, where the pinkest of pink things were seen. She found herself driven to a new part of town, full of children and color and new sights and sound. "What is this?" she asked herself. She was truly surprised. When she saw the children playing, she had tears in her eyes. Why, these children are all happy. No sad faces seen. And look at the colors. There was red, blue, and green. "Stop the car! Stop the car! I must see why all these children are living pink free. The colors are lively. They are all brand new. I've never known colors the way that they do." At that moment, deep down in her heart, the pink things she once wanted, she now wanted no part. For the rainbow of colors she found that lives here can most simply live anywhere. Well, the lesson Miss Rudy McTootie learned will stick with her for a lifetime. A lesson well learned, that the rainbow of colors, which now includes pink, gives Miss Rudy McTootie a new mind to think. Wasn't that a wonderful story? Oh my goodness. She learned a whole lot when you open your heart up and you have all these colors. Would you come back and listen to another story with me? I would like that. I'm Mama T. Bye-bye. Mr. Willie Wee Winkley, will you cut down those weeds? Written and illustrated by Sultana Jones. This book is dedicated to all the green thumbs out there and to Lovey, who could even make a silk plant grow. In the town of Velbadoo, in a house quite distinctly, lived a strange little man named Willie Wee Winkley. Now, what makes Winkley strange was not his feet or his nose, or that his hair was kept combed in a neat little row, and that he wore pants that were half checkered and half stripes, and on the top of his head he wore a small light, not as strange as in strange, like some strangeness could be, but what made Winkley strange was his garden of weeds. He had weeds growing left and weeds growing right. There were weeds that had grown through the clouds out of sight. There were round weeds and square weeds and 1, 2, and 3 weeds, red weeds and blue weeds and Kalamazoo weeds. There was only one problem with this weed situation. It was causing his neighbors some weed irritation. In the eyes of Mr. Winkley, his garden was a success. But in the eyes of his neighbors, these weeds were a mess. So, together in unity, in hopes to succeed, they cried out in one voice, "Mr. Willie Wee Winkley, will you cut down those weeds? They have tangled our houses, our cats, and our mouses. They have grown past our toeses and up to our noses. Mr. Willie Wee Winkley, we must take a stand before all of your weeds take over our land." The weed complaint went on and went on. Yes, the weed complaint went on from sunset till dawn. Then taking a pot, he gained everyone's attention while holding on tight to his small weed invention. Then clearing his throat to be heard loud and clear, he said, "Listen, my dear neighbors, you have nothing to fear. From the top of its leaf down to its dear little root, it's a plant, not a weed. It's a zoot-a-mazoot. It's a hard-working plant that waits for your command to help you when you need it, taking work off your hands. You just need only say, 'Zoot, come here,' or 'There, stay,' and this dear little plant is happy to obey." Now the 1, 2, and 3 plant is a great sensation. It helps keeps numbers straight in the month of taxation, while the Kalamazoo helps you clean off your plate, and it will clean them real good before time gets too late. But wait, my dear neighbors, I have planted more seeds, and this plant is nothing compared to the Zeed. Then Mr. Winkley let out a sneeze, and up out of nowhere popped the Zeed. Now this little plant is amazing. You'll see that it's true, that the Zeed, if you race it, will outrace you. Whether painting a fence or tying a shoe, the Zeed is so smart it can do homework too. Just put it to work. Try real hard to do your best, and this dear little plant will pass the entire work test. When Winkley was finished speaking, not a sound could be heard. All the neighbors just stood there and spoke not a word, until someone cried, "Hip, hip, hooray! Mr. Winkley has saved the day!" with a toss in the air by a zoot that just happened to be growing there. So the next time that you complain about your neighbor's weeds, simply take a closer look. It just might be a Zeed. The end. Wasn't that wonderful, boys and girls? That was an exciting story. Will you come back and listen to another one? I would like that. I'm Mama T. A Vessel of Honor, written and illustrated by Sultana Jones. This book is dedicated to my husband John, who, much like the Master Potter, saw something in me that no one else wanted or believed in. Thank you, John. Once there was a little clump of clay who sat waiting for the master to come and gather him up and put him on the potter's wheel. The potter's wheel was the place where the master potter would create and design him into something wonderful, a vessel of honor. Well, the little clump of clay would sit there and imagine what vessel of honor the master potter would make him into. Maybe, said the clump of clay, I will be made into a beautiful vessel to hold the best drinks for the king's table. Or I will be made into a great tray that would carry the most wonderful and delicious desserts. I can imagine the cakes and cookies and sweets filling my whole tray. He smiled big just thinking about the master potter's plans. It wasn't long when two big hands scooped him up and carried him into the house and placed him on a round wheel. Oh, yay, thought the clump of clay. Today I will be made into a vessel of honor. Around and around he went. The master potter's hands were strong yet gentle as he began to shape him into a new vessel. I can imagine me being the vessel of honor at a wedding holding the queen's flower bouquet. But wait, something felt different. The master potter began to turn the wheel the other direction. Wider and wider he made the opening of his top. Then the master potter began to smooth the inside of the pot until he stopped the wheel. That's it, thought the clump of clay. I'm a big bowl? A simple bowl? The master potter put him on the bottom shelf to sell. People came by and bought all the other vessels of honor, But he was the only common bowl. No one seemed to want a common bowl. The common bowl was sad. Who will want him? He was nothing special. He had no bright gold colors to show his honor. He felt like he was nothing. One day, as the common bowl sat there feeling sad about himself, someone wanted to buy him. As the man held him, he could feel something new, a depth of warmth he had never felt before, a love that seemed to go through him, as if the man knew him before he was made into a common bowl. He could not explain how he felt. It was amazing and humbling all at the same time. The man carried the clay bowl into the house. He went straight upstairs into an upper room where he saw a table set. Maybe, he thought, I'll be used for honorable soup. He closed his eyes and imagined the delicious smell of the soup he would carry. No, wait. He passed the table and placed him on the floor in the corner next to a large towel. He watched as the man sat with his friends. They ate and sang songs. He sat there feeling lost, forgotten, and alone. Then something happened. The man took the towel and tied it around his waist. He placed him on the floor in front of his friends. Then he poured water into him. Many of his friends didn't understand what the man was doing, but the feeling of love was all over the bowl of clay. Each time the man washed his friend's feet, a feeling of liquid love flowed all through him. It wasn't until the man stopped washing their feet did the bowl of clay understand that it wasn't the shiny gold vessels of honor. Although they each were bright, shiny, and sat on the table of some great place. No, he was wrong the whole time. It wasn't the shiny gold vessels that were vessels of honor, but he was the vessel of honor. He was transformed from a single clump of clay into a common bowl by the love, the overwhelming, the never-ending liquid love of the master potter. Wow, wasn't that wonderful, boys and girls? A vessel of honor. And the way he felt when he was just a clump of clay, like he was nothing. And he was made into something wonderful. And sometimes we feel that way, boys and girls. Just like him, but the liquid love of the Master, of Jesus, he can make us feel good. He makes us into a vessel of honor, his vessel of honor. Will you come back and hear another story? I would like that. I'm Mama T. Goodbye. Little Bird by MamaT. This is Little Bird. Little Bird, it's time now for Little Bird to fly now. Slowly out he tries now. Then oops! Down, down he goes now. Little Bird tries hard now. Flap goes his wings up and down now. Little Bird can fly now. The end of our story. Goodbye now. Wasn't that wonderful to see Little Bird learn how to fly? I'm MamaT. Will you come back and listen to another one? Goodbye. Little Bird Returns Home by MamaT. This is Little Bird. Little Bird is grown now. Oh, he is not alone now. Hi, little blue bird. Little Bird's in love now. He will build a nest. He gathers sticks and hay now, then weaves them together so carefully now. Little Bird is finished. Welcome home, little birds. Oh my goodness! Wasn't that exciting to see little Bluebird? I wonder what happens next. Will you come and see? Little Bird's Surprise. Written and illustrated by Sultana Jones. Little Bird walked back and forth now, waiting for a surprise now. Little Bluebird has laid an egg now and is keeping it safe and warm now. Little Bird walked back and forth now. Little Bird hears a sound now and looks into the nest now. Look, there's a crack now. Then pop, surprise, another little bird. What a happy day, little new bird. Wow, wasn't that exciting, boys and girls, to see Little Bird's journey from when he came out of the nest and he learned how to fly, and then he came back with little Bluebird and she had an egg, and then little new bird at the end. What a wonderful surprise ending that was. Boys and girls, would you tell me your favorite story? Write to me. I would love to read what you have to say and let me know which one is your favorite. I'm MamaT. Bye-bye.